Hey there, Aquarius, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of November, and we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Aquarius, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee or two. Donation link is below, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Okay, let's see. You have a lot of passion, a lot of attraction, a lot of intensity towards someone. And I do feel like this is a connection that you're dealing with this month. You are very drawn to this person. You are very attracted to them. But there's a lot of stop and go happening in this connection. And I can see that. And it causes you a lot of anxiety, especially in the recent past. So in the recent past, the main energy for your reading this month is the Knight of Wands. In the recent past, you get the Nine of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. 9 and 9. Like I said, there is a lot of stress. There's a lot of anxiety for you in the recent past here, tied up to this connection, tied up to this bond, because this does feel like a very intense connection. This is not just, oh, you know, I met somebody, I'm talking to them, it's casual. No. There's much, much, much more happening here for you. And you're showing me, like, I'm not really letting myself get too stressed. I'm not really letting myself dive into that, like, pool of overthinking, of anxiety, but it's still there because you feel a strong connection and something's going on or went on, because this is in the recent past, with this person, which it's not really making you feel that good. In the current situation, you get the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Judgment. You know that what you feel for this person, they feel for you. You know the love and the emotions go both ways. The thing is, though, you don't trust this. You don't trust either this connection or this person or both, and you're aware of that. And you're showing me, I need to make a decision, right? I can't be in this energy of like limbo, of I care about them, I trust them, I don't trust them, they're in, they're out. Something needs to be decided here in the current situation, and you're the one that has the power to decide it. In the near future, you get the Emperor, the Page of Swords, and the Strength. It's a little bit difficult here for you to make a decision from a place of emotional detachment. You're trying to make the most logical, practical decision that you can, right? And appear like you're the one in control. But it's difficult for you. It is difficult for you because emotions are involved here. And we'll see exactly what these doubts and these question marks which are popping up for you in the near future are. So let's clarify the main energy for your reading this month, which is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Five of Swords. There is a lot of passion. There is a lot of attraction here. You get the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. The Lovers is not just you and this person here in the 3D world. The Lovers is like your higher self and their higher self involved in a connection. And you're refusing to let go of this. But at the same time, you're also not really giving 100% of yourself to this person. And you're showing me, like, this is how I feel good. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. But I would question that because you're showing me the Four of Pentacles is not an energy of like, okay, I'm just chilling, this is good. It's an energy of like, I'm holding back. I'm holding on very, very tightly. But you're somehow convincing yourself that this is like normal. This is how it's supposed to feel. And there's an energy here of you also lying to yourself because deep down some level, you know that like the Lovers isn't supposed to cause you this stress, this anxiety, this overthinking. Like it's not supposed to be a very hard, rigid energy. And that's kind of what you're experiencing when it comes to this connection. There's no flow or flexibility, or at least there's no consistent flow and flexibility. Let's clarify the Nine of Swords in your recent past. Nine of Swords is clarified by the Chariot, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. You want to move past the stress. You want to move past the anxiety. You don't like this feeling of overthinking, overanalyzing, right? And you're showing me like, look, why am I even stressing? I can take care of myself. I can be by my own. Like I can be single if I need to. I can give myself everything that I need. I can meet all my own needs. I don't necessarily need this connection, and all it's giving me right now, at least in the recent past, is stress, headache, anxiety, overthinking. And I feel like you've communicated this to your person where you're like, hey man or woman, this is not giving me what I want out of a connection. All you're doing is stressing me out. There's a lot of inconsistencies here. Like this doesn't feel aligned for me, and I'm tempted to just kind of like move past this because honestly, I can take care of myself. I can give myself everything I need. But there is an internal conflict for you, right? Just because you can doesn't mean you want to. Let's clarify the Four of Wands in the recent past. Four of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Knight of Cups. You're trying to maintain an emotional detachment, an emotional disconnect here, to not really allow this connection to get too deep, right? You're showing me like, I feel a strong bond, I feel a strong connection with this person, but I'm not really letting myself dive into those feelings or really feel them 100%. Because I don't really know what's going to happen with this person. Are we going to move in the direction of love, of expressing love, of receiving love, or are we just going to drift apart? Like, what is going to happen here? So even though you do still feel a very, very strong connection and a very strong bond in this relationship, you're kind of waiting here in the recent past to see what will happen. And when you wait, you pull back emotionally. You're kind of withdrawing emotionally a little bit from this. Because you want to wait and see, is this person going to come in and really give me their heart? Are they going to like step up or not? Let's take a look at the Nine of Wands in the recent past for you. Nine of Wands is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Strength. You get the Strength again in the near future in the same row. You don't know. You don't know what's going to happen with this connection. You don't know where it's going to go, and that's difficult for you. It's very, very difficult for you not to know because you don't deal well with uncertainty. You're very decisive, you're very powerful, and you're able to make decisions for yourself effortlessly. But it takes two to tango here. You're not in a relationship with yourself, and you're showing me the fact that I don't exactly know where this connection is going to go, the fact that I don't know what's going to happen next is difficult for me to deal with. You don't really enjoy that. So let's look at the current situation, see what's going on. And of course, Aquarius, if this reading resonates and you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below in the description box, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Queen of Cups in the current situation is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Swords, and the Page of Cups. It's kind of like a cycle, right? Sometimes you and this person love each other, you're on the same page, you're like, yay, problem solved, I know where this person is, I know where I'm at emotionally. And then the wheels spin and you get back into this place of overthinking and overanalyzing, and your heart kind of shuts off because you go from the Queen to the Page, right? That's literally going from like giving 70% of your heart to this person to shutting it down to about 10 to 15%. And it's like a cycle. It's sometimes you're in that 70% of I love you, I care about you, there's equal exchange of energies, yay. And sometimes you go back to this 10, 15% overthinking, overanalyzing. And again, it's difficult for you because you're not the one in control here. This other person is essentially part of this relationship. And it's this cycle that you guys keep going through, which is very difficult for you. And you're like, I'm done with this wheel. Like, either we're good or like, I don't do anxiety, I don't do overthinking. But it seems to be a repetitive pattern in the current situation here. Let's take a look at the Seven of Swords in the current situation. Seven of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. You don't trust this communication. So I don't feel like you and this person are necessarily fighting or not talking. There is communication, but you're showing me anything this person says, I take it with a grain of salt. I don't assign very much meaning to it. It's kind of like take it or leave it, right? They could say that they're going to come over tomorrow. I'm like, maybe yes, maybe no. They say they care about me, maybe yes, maybe no. You don't trust what they're communicating to you. And again, it's very difficult for you because you do still feel a connection with them. You do still care about this person deeply. And when things are good, things are really good. When things are in that downward position where there's a lot of question marks, there's a lot of overthinking, there's a lack of clarity, that doesn't work for you. And so you're showing me, like, in the current situation, you know, they say a lot of things, but who knows if they actually mean it or not. I don't trust it. Oh, come here. Oh my goodness, hold on. There we go. For the Judgment in the current situation, you get the World, the Four of Swords, and the Emperor. You get the Emperor again here in the near future immediately after this. It seems like you're making the decision here in the current situation to put an end to this connection because you're showing me, look, there's a lot of things that need to be healed and I need a break from this. I'm done with this merry-go-round. I don't want this up and down. Like I'm making an executive decision. This decision is not coming from an emotional place. It's coming from a logical place. It's kind of like you're able to look at a bird's eye view and be like, this is what needs to be done, right? Easier said than done though, Aquarius, because feelings are involved here. So in the current situation, you're kind of getting fed up and you're like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm deciding to put an end to this because I need to heal from all this back and forth. I want to clarify the Emperor in the near future though, because I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit more difficult than you think to stick to this decision. Let's take a look at the Emperor in the near future. The Emperor is clarified by the Three of Cups, the Lovers, and the Ace of Swords. Yep. You made the decision here because you were fed up. And you're showing me I made a logical decision, right? But at the end of the day, you were fed up. Getting fed up, getting sick of something, that's an emotion. And in the near future, you're showing me I made this logical decision in the current situation, but in the near future, I want this back. I want this reconciliation. I want this connection back. I want this person. And you're aware of that, right? You're aware that even though the decision that you're making is an emotional one, it is still like what you want. So there's a little bit of back and forth here. And again, this isn't a judgment call. We all do this, right? We get sick of something, we get fed up, we're like, I'm done, I can't take this anymore. And then once we have that break, once we have a little bit of distance, then we're like, wait a minute, I really do miss the connection. And the connection here is beautiful, right? The energies you two share when things are good and they're not in this place of ambiguity and overthinking and all of that, they're really good. So yeah, I do see you really wanting this connection back in the near future. Let's take a look at the Page of Swords in the near future. Also, sorry about the lighting. It's pretty dark. It's raining right now, so it gets really, really dark here, and this room does not have the best lighting. So the Page of Swords in the near future is clarified by the Queen of Swords, the Judgment, which you got in the current situation, and the Five of Wands. It's difficult for you because even in the near future, you're like feelings, logic. This is what I want. This is what I know should be done. There's a conflict. There's your heart and your head battling it out in the near future, and you really don't know. Like, you know logically that you need to listen to your head because it's more logical, right? It's what makes sense to do. But you're like, yeah, but my heart is also involved here. I have feelings. I care about this person. I can't just cut them off. It's not that easy to make a decision to just be like, okay, I'm done with this, right? And that's completely understandable because, again, this is a very intense connection. Let's take a look at the Strength in the near future. The Strength is clarified by the Empress, the Devil, and the Seven of Cups. It's hard for you to realize, or it's hard for you to kind of figure out within yourself, what is this? Is this person my person? Are they the best thing since sliced bread? Are they divinely guided to be mine? Or are they a karmic? Are they toxic? Are they unhealthy for me? Right? There's a lot of overwhelm because this person brings both parts to the table. When things are good, you're like, we're so aligned, we're on the same page, this is my divine, partner, this is who I'm meant to be with, they are the best thing since sliced bread. But then when things aren't good, right, you get into this place of overthinking and you're like, this is unhealthy, this is toxic, this is not what I want. So there's a little bit of overwhelm happening here for you in the near future. And it's difficult. It's difficult because you don't do well with confusion. You're an air sign. You're like, decisive, clear. Let's see what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Aquarius. From the universe, you get the Justice, the World, and the Devil. Everything will be set right, okay? This confusion about what this is, what is this person, why is this so unhealthy, that's going to come to an end. So like I said, you're not going to be overwhelmed for very long. Things are going to get balanced out. Divine balance is going to be restored here, whether it's with this person or without this person. So Aquarius, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for tuning in, Aquarius, and I will see you here on the next one.